they would have huge parties on football Sundays because they were all into football. Food, tacos, they didn't fuck around. Those jailhouse tacos that are fucking good. People would bring in Popeye's fried chicken. The brothers would always bring in Popeye's fried chicken on Sundays. We'd watch football and then Married with Children. And you watch America's Most Wanted in jail.
All day.
That's the favorite show. That and Cops. They
day.
love all that shit. They will sit there and clap for the criminals and shit and fucking tell their stories. What a blast it is. People have no idea. Sometimes you have a good time in jail. I had a good time, dog.
I kind of miss it, man. Like sometimes I'll get like little messages here and there from people I was locked up with on my Instagram or Facebook, and they can only trigger memories that we've gone through in there, and they were just like, "Yo, dog, we were locked up. We were in dorm 307. I used to stay right there by the shower where we used to hide the thing by the tile," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I do miss it. I just. Like you said, dog, it's just a man telling you what to do fucks me up now.
That fucks me up now. I enjoyed it. Listen, I knew I wasn't going to escape. I knew I wasn't going to leave, because I had a friend that told me, he goes, fuck that. I got a Hertz rent-a-car that you could be a manager trainee at in like El Salvador or some shit. They wanted me to go to like one of those South American cut. And I thought about it. I thought about fucking running and not doing the time. But you know what? Then you have that shit on one day when you do get your life together, you got to go to the hospital with your kid. They run a background check, and there you are. And now you got to do that 30 fucking years still. Plus the escape, plus all that shit. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go in there, do my time, and make the best of my fucking time. And that's exactly what I did. I got into running. I got into I got into booking fucking football games. I became a jailhouse attorney. I helped people with their appeals and shit. I took the test. I made the best of it. So, but I knew I never wanted to go back, George.
Nah. Now, Joey, were you your healthiest when you were in, like, I can imagine you, dog. Like, were you healthy in 88?
Yes. I got in shape
for
prison.
Right.
I knew that, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm going to beat this thing. But in my head, I ain't that stupid because they told me there's no way you're not going to do something. They caught you with a machine gun. That's a lot of shit could have happened with that machine gun. So we're going to give you something. So, yeah, I was hoping that maybe, God would, like, you ever hear the story of St. Francis of Assisi? They set him up. He was innocent and he went to court. And the window was open and a note blew in that said he was innocent or some shit. I was like, maybe this will happen for me, the story of St. Francis of Assisi. But in reality, I was getting ready, dog. I was hitting the bag. I was riding my bike. I was swimming. I was running. I was, you never know. So I was just getting ready.
They had weights, huh? Back in your day. They took weights out when I got locked up. You guys had weights and shit?
We had weights. We had a punching bag. They had a little laundry room with weights in there. They had a card game. That's where the brothers would play cards in the laundry room. There was just a little weightlifting there. And I would eat breakfast and shoot to the gym. You had to sign up. So I had like a 9:30 window. You had a half hour at the gym. So it was okay. I hung out with a Crip in there. I became friends with a Crip that was fucking dynamite. I saw him. What happened?
A Crip?
A Crip. He was fucking filthy rich.
Okay.
Filthy rich. He was younger than me. If I was 25, he was 23.
All right.
He had 7 cars and 7 girlfriends. Each of them had one of his cars, and all of them had one of his kids.
Wow.
He made sure, you get a car, you got to suck my dick and have my kid. He had 7, 8, 9 kids. And he had his main woman that had 2 kids or 3 kids. Then the rest of them were all side pieces.
Yeah.
So all the side pieces would come see him on Saturday, and his main woman would come on Sunday. And they would bring tons of food, especially Nutter Butters.
Yeah, those are the thing right there, baby.
So we would eat Nutter Butters on Sunday night, watching America's Most Wanted. What? In the HIV unit. What? We get green chili burritos and shit with mashed potatoes. It was on, dog. It was really a lot of fucking. And I know people are going to watch this and go, how the fuck was prison fun? It was fun. for me, it was fun. I didn't get high in there.
Nah, me neither.
I refused to get high in there. No. I didn't do coke. I didn't smoke weed. I did acid because they couldn't test for acid. So acid was running rampant in that motherfucker.
Nah.
Me and the fucking librarian, the black crip, and another white dude used to get fucked up and sit on the park bench, and the guard would see us, then he'd piss us the next day. If a guard sees you out late fucking around, they piss you the next day. So my number would come up, I go in there and piss all happy and shit. You ain't gonna get me, because they said they had to require a special test for acid. Who the fuck knows, man?
Nah, dog. I remember where I was at. Like, see, when I'm locked up, everything's banned. There's no cigarettes.
You don't smoke either?
No. Arnold Schwarzenegger took that shit out. He even took sugar shit out. You could only buy like candy bar. You couldn't buy that you had to get it from a package. So I remember one time we were bored, Joey. You know, when you're bored, it's you and your boys. And I was living in a dorm at this time because my points dropped. I was on good behavior, and they're like, all right, fool, you don't got to live in a cell no more. You can go hang out with other inmates. And this is the first and only time, dog. You know those plastic spoons, the sporks? Motherfucker, he put a little liquid in there, and he was just like, look, dog, we call this a caldito. I'm like, what's a caldito? He's like, it's heroin and something else. All you got to do is snort it, and I guarantee you your troubles are going to be gone for today. Now I was like, you know what? Hey, fuck it. Give me half. Dog. I'll never feel like that again, man. It was like 10 blunts to the face in one hit, a Death Star, the fucking blackout brownie. I remember just kicking it, dog. And then like, that was when I told myself, shit could have happened to you today, fool. Don't ever do this shit again.
Were you fucked up?
I was fucked. They wouldn't even let me go eat. They were like, yo, dog, we're going to bring food back to you. Stay in this bed. Because I've never had kind of that shit in my system. It was bad.
I did some brown tar in there.
Yeah.
I did some brown tar with the Mexicans. They fucking took a dropper and put it in my nose. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't get high at all. I didn't feel nothing. It was a waste of fucking heroin. But I was so bored one day, they were like, dog, we got some fucking black tar and you don't have to shoot it. You could just drop it in your nose. I said, give me a fucking drop. Then there was this crazy white dude from Philadelphia. His name was John Clark. I'll never forget this dude. He had like a reputation. You know those dudes when they land in jail? Like he did like 20 years.
Yeah.
And I caught him the last fucking 6 months of his sentence. And he hated everybody. He had a big fucking picture of Hitler on his chest. This dude hated blacks, whites, Spanish. He didn't give a fuck. But me and him hit it off. So his girlfriend would come in on Sundays, make out with him, and spit a fucking balloon in his mouth with speed in it.